Would you please gather around our silent mentors?
So my father was a botanist, and he worked for many, many years with the Parks and Recreation Department, which is now the National Parks Board. So he was based at the Botanic Gardens, and he played a very large role in the greening of Singapore in the 80s.
I got married in 1967, December. He's the best husband I could ever get. Where is it? We went to see Taj Mahal. He just came home. He said, I want to tell you something. I said, what is that? He said, I have pledged to donate my body. So I just walked away. I didn't want to hear much.
Mr. Hardial Singh became a silent mentor on the 22nd February 2018. So Silent Mentor is our body donation program. Those embalmed silent mentors were used by medical dental students for during elective dissections. So you stretch over 1 to 6 weeks dissecting the silent mentors, exploring the whole bodies all the way from the head down to the toes. And for those bodies that we received very early, within 8 to 10 hours, those we kept for young surgeons for surgical simulation workshop. So these are the two main use for our silent mentors at the moment. But in future, if we have enough silent mentors, we would like to actually introduce some of the very simple surgical procedures even to our senior medical students. We are very grateful for this group of people like Mr. Hardial Singh, which actually be part of our body donations program, which had benefited so many of our students.
I think it's an incredible sacrifice. There was mention that he was going to be donating his body to science. And my mum mentioned it a few times as well. And I thought that was a pretty noble thing for someone to do. For me, I think what was really quite incredible was when I met the 5 students the other day who were involved in the process. They were all young, they were like 20, 21, and they all seemed so emotional, but just so grateful, that they actually had this incredible experience, because one of the boys told me that it was a privilege, because not every medical student is afforded a body like that.
Uphold the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. Conduct myself in a manner in line with the highest standards of professionalism. Treat this once living human body with dignity. As I use it to further my professional goals.
Directly, actually, our students can learn about the human anatomy, the structures, relations between body organs, between body systems. Indirectly, actually, they are beginning to learn how to become a better person, because to them, basically, silent mentors are someone that is unrelated to them, but they are so graciously and so selflessly donated their bodies to education and research. And not only silent mentors, their family members would have also sacrificed to wait for the closure before they can actually see the funerals and the final send-off of their loved ones.
My father's name is Chu Kok Leong. He was a Army Lieutenant Colonel in the artillery. In my younger days, he was actually a very stern officer, kind of a person, very, very stern, very strict.
My father passed away on the 24th of December 2018. They would collect the body within a span of probably 6 hours. So before that, we actually got our uncle, who is a pastor, to come and perform the last rites. We actually conducted a memorial service in place of a funeral.
Many of you would
be asking by now why there is no body. Where is the body? Right? It's been donated to the NUS, Yonglulin School of Medicine. Dad would often joke, once my heart stops, my body is like a dead pig in the market. Why not put it to good use? He was adamant about the donation. He wanted to give back to the medical community for helping him stay alive these many years. He planned to actually start a revolution. He wanted to encourage more people to donate their bodies to the university. But with the little time that he had, could only start with himself.
In order for medical students to actually be good in what they do, they have to practice on live bodies and people who are willing to give their service, their bodies, so that other people can improve in their medical skills.
At the end of the elective, actually, we had this sending off ceremony for silent mentors.
Again, this is only made available because of these 16 great individuals.
Just made so much sense from a practical point of view, from a philosophical point of view. Yeah, absolutely. You know, what a gift. You know, what a gift of yourself to science. You know, who knows what might come out of it, you know, in terms of cancer research, in terms of research for a multitude of different illnesses, you know, old age, how the body deteriorates. So I thought, yeah, that's a really great thing to do.
He really did a very good thing, which is very unusual, and after that I was telling my children, I think I'm also going to do the same thing.